All right, so let's talk about Janie Santana, the mother of Rudy Farias, the 17-year-old boy who went missing in Texas and then reappeared out of nowhere 8 years later. So who's Janie Santana, Rudy Farias' mom, and what do we know about her? Well, it appears that Janie Santana went by many different names. Janie Santana, Janie Larios, Janie Farias, Janie Udesti. And one of the reasons why Janie has so many names is that she claims that she was married at least 8 times. Yeah, there could be at least 8 husbands out there who have been married to Janie Santana. And get this, during one of those marriages, she was married supposedly to 4 other guys. They overlapped. It's wild. Insider.com published this detailed history of Janie's marriages, and I actually went in and got the public record and fact-checked this, and it is fascinating. Janie first got married at the age of 17 to a trucker, and believe it or not, that marriage actually lasted about 10 years. Janie Santana then says that she married her second husband 2 years later, except this marriage didn't even exist. That's right, Janie made up husband number 2 so that she could get her third marriage annulled. There is no record in the Texas Marriage Index that shows that she was married to number 2. In fact, the poor guy said, and I quote, "I'm devastated to even be remotely associated with this woman." Which brings us to husband number 3, which we all know Janie said that she was still married to her fictional husband number 2, and so they annulled that marriage. So what about husband number 4? Well, this relationship lasted 14 years. You know, all these marriages end very dramatically and with accusations of adultery, abuse, and fraud. In the case of husband number 4, well, he filed a petition to get all his stuff back because he says that Janie Santana is a bigamist and that they weren't even married. But Janie Santana insisted that they were married, and she wanted the divorce, alimony, and most of his possessions. She also claimed that Rudy Farias was his son. A Texas judge did decide that they were indeed married under common law, and that marriage was voided in 2013, and the judge rejected the claim that husband number 4 was Rudy Farias' father. I forgot to mention that in the middle of husband number 4, Janie Santana actually took another guy to court claiming that he was Rudy Farias' father, and that case was dismissed. All right, now husband number 5. This is exhausting, isn't it? Husband number 5 was completely made up too. Well, the marriage was made up, but the man was actually real. You see, in 2007, a Harris County Sheriff's deputy named John Rodriguez died in a motorcycle accident. His obituary said that Deputy Rodriguez was survived by his wife, Janie Rodriguez, and their son, Rudy Rodriguez. A month after John Rodriguez's death, Janie Santana told the courts that she claimed the fallen officer's house. I would find this incredibly hard to believe if I wasn't reading it myself. As you can imagine, the fallen officer's family, they wanted to fight back, and they took Janie Santana to court. After 3 years of a long, hard fight, both sides reached an agreement. Janie Santana could keep the house as long as the family can reclaim his stuff. And guess what? Janie Santana was allowed to keep the house. And as part of that agreement, Janie Santana had to drop the claims that Deputy Rodriguez was Rudy Farias' father. Well, what about husband number 6? Public record shows that Janie Santana married another man, except there's no record of them ever getting a divorce. I know, this is strange. This woman has more husbands than Elizabeth Taylor. All right, who's next? Husband number 7. Janie Santana briefly married another man named Gilbert Quiros. Court records show that Gilbert Quiros did not even live in the same state as Janie Santana. He was serving in the Arizona National Guard. They got married through a proxy marriage, which means one party was not there and had to have a proxy stand in for him during the ceremony. Quiros and Santana duked it out in court for several years. This man filed a restraining order against Janie, and then Janie claims that even after that happened, he came to her house and seduced her and had sex with her, and he used sex as a way to get her to repay all his debt. Finally, ex-husband number 8. His name was Robert Ortega. According to Insider.com, Robert Ortega left a 20-year marriage for Janie Santana. It was during this time that her son Rudy Farias went missing. husband number 8, traveled frequently, and Janie Santana's niece says that she believes that Janie Santana was able to hide Rudy by moving him from Ortega's house to her other house, which she swindled from husband number 4. Keep up with me. But one day when Ortega returned home, he actually saw Rudy and freaked out. But that relationship is over, but according to court records, they have not filed for divorce, so they could still be married. The best part about this is look at this chart from Insider.com. It shows how all these marriages overlapped. Stick around because there's more videos that I'm posting about this case.